Have you ever dreamed about sailing in the glorious trade winds? Spinnaker sailing untouched for days on end. Well, as it turns out, it's a bit more work than you might expect. But oh, so worth it.
Woo!
Join us, Kate, Curtis, Roxy the dog, and Sweet Ruka as we sail across the Pacific Ocean over 4,000 miles from Chile to French Polynesia. Well guys, another squid on the deck. Let's go check it out. Ew. That's gonna be messy to clean up.
Well, it is the beginning of day 6. If you guys can see here just a little bit, we are keeping up with our projected polars. So things are going pretty well on the boat. We've got a pretty conservative sail plan up. It hasn't really been the right wind angle and wave angle to fly the spinnaker the whole time. So right now we've got a pulled out Genoa, which is reefed slightly, and then one reef in our mainsail, which seems to be pushing us along pretty nicely. Not too fast, not too slow, and keeping us right on target. See here, this is our speed over ground. So anywhere between, high 5s when we get slowed down, coming into the next wave, and then we'll take off and sometimes get up to 8 or 9 knots as we surf down another wave. So for those of you guys with some questions about our expedition software, here's all of our boat's numbers and metrics. Here's our sail selection. So actually we should be, according to our sail plan, running the R2 runner right now, our big blue spinnaker. But it's a little much to wrestle with and we can't sleep with it. And you can see the blue line right here is our course over ground. And then these 2 lines, which kind of keep alternating, those are our optimal course according to our polars. So this is saying that we should head up a little bit. We should put a spinnaker up, but right now we're not really prepared to do that. Maybe later today, we'll see.
Easy! I'll just open for the bank.
Take this for me.
He furled the jib, took down the pole, trimmed the mainsail, and then jibed. And now it was time to switch the preventer to the other side and then launch the spinnaker.
Okay, clutch is closed. Clutch is closed. Woo! high five.
High five.
To the
Good
camera.
job, babe.
And then we'll go from there.
Good job.
After a wind shift, we felt it was time to gybe. Rather than our usual inside spinnaker gybe, we opted for a more conservative maneuver, socking the kite before the turn.
Ready? Bang it back on. Just so you know. A little bit.
Good morning. It is the morning of day 9 out here in the Pacific Ocean. We are headed almost directly towards Easter Island. The conditions have changed a lot since yesterday. The swell has really picked up. We've got a lot of really big choppy waves, and the autopilot's having a tough time steering in it. We're kind of all over the place, but it's doing the best that it can. Kate's downstairs sleeping. These are definitely some seasick type conditions. The camera doesn't really do the waves justice. They're pretty close together. There's a period of about 8 to 9 seconds between these, and we're kind of really going up, dropping, and tipping sideways, dropping. So it's kind of a rough ride, but we're doing it. We're still having fun. At least the temperatures are still warm, and we aren't freezing while we're doing it, so that's a nice thing. But this system has kind of come up from the Southern Ocean. It's leftovers from a big low that's already passed by Easter Island and then went south of us. So we're going to have these conditions for quite a while, and then we're going to go into another dead zone again, most likely. We're going to see if we can ride this for as long as we can, but then I think we're going to have to fight through another light air patch. So we'll see how this goes.
We were surfing down the waves and the autopilot wasn't dialed the way we needed it to be. So in order to make it a bit easier for the autopilot to pilot the boat, we slowed down a bit by furling the jib. However, we were still flying with our second reefed main, laser style. Alright guys, we just finished a gybe and now we're looking forward to setting the spinnaker. It's a little bit wavy and rolly, so we'll see how it goes if we can get the autopilot dialed in and relax with the spinnaker up. Haven't seen 20 knots in a while, so we should be good to go. Just gotta get the spinnaker sheets onto this side, along with the spinnaker. Curtis is up there setting it up right now. We'll furl the jib and be on our way flying. Winds are supposed to lighten today, but as long as the seas calm down, we should be able to keep the spinnaker up throughout it all.
Ready?
try a little more of an ease. Keep going. Keep going. There.
Camera.
Well, good morning everybody at home. We were running last night with the spinnaker up. It was absolutely beautiful, and then we had some squally weather show up. You can see behind me a big rain squall and some clouds back there. So we had to take the kite down and switch to the jib. Slowed us down a little bit, but safety first. There's no sense in us, being asleep downstairs and then having a huge puff come and wipe us out and shred the kite, and us having to run upstairs and try and deal with it, especially with had to get life jackets and harnesses on and all that. So just not worth it, not worth the extra speed. So we're still going 6 knots. We've had some bursts here where some puffs have come along to up to about 18 knots and push us along at about 10 knots. So we're pretty happy overall. And yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy my coffee, look around at this beautiful sky that's going on here, and we're just going to keep on sailing and enjoy the day. Saw a buoy out in the middle of nowhere by chance, like a basketball size orange buoy. No idea what it's for. Maybe it's a piece of fishing gear that got released. Maybe it's a buoy that's just drifting across. We have no idea why it's here. That little buoy is our first sighting of anything at all in over a week.
Other than maybe some birds and some flying fish. It's still there.
Where's my tail?
Copy that.
Okay, now you ready? Now you can trim. on, grind like a big girl.
Well, everybody, we just put up the spinnaker as the sun is setting behind me, which is always a weird feeling. Flying the spinnaker at night is always a little bit nerve-wracking. Even in light air, you just don't know. Is it going to flop around? Is it going to wrap around the forestay? Is a squall going to come in the middle of the night and cause you issues? And with only 2 of us, it can be a little bit tricky, even with the sock, to get the kite down. So the winds have been pretty stable now for most of the day. And I have lightened up into the night here, so we are needing a little bit of extra speed, and so launched the kite we did. And wow, it is a gorgeous night. A little bit brisk, even though I'm in a tank top. It's a little bit chilly yet. Not all the way hot, which is fine. I like it a little bit cooler at night anyway. Yeah, just gonna enjoy the rest of the sunset and into the evening here. It's the sunrise! Finally! Yay! Well, everybody, I finally got to see a sunrise as it was peeking through the clouds there behind me, and we once again flew the spinnaker for the 2nd time during this passage, all through the night, and it was actually windier than the first one, but it blew a pretty consistent 8 to 11 knots, and we sailed at about 135 true wind angle. And it was just a beautiful night of sailing. Stars all throughout the sky, down to the horizon, just a few clouds. And can't wait to see what this next day brings as we move from day 11 to day 12. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where is it? Oh, you kicked it away.
Yeah.
Wow, good girl.
Come here, go
Roxy,
again.
what you got? You got your ball? Come on, let's go again.
Nope.